year. Now, friends, we are on the 14th of Tevet. Yud Dalet Tevet marks the Hilula of a really great Moroccan rabbi. His name was Rabbi Habib Elkouby Z'tl Livracha. He actually came from great rabbinic auspices. His father was Rabbi Yosef Elkouby, and he himself was born in the English year 1888 in a village, I think, close to the Atlas Mountains in Morocco. Now, while he was young, he would learn and study in the Talmud Torah of his father inside the village. And come what, when he reached 17 years of age, he would travel to Marrakesh over there and continue and progressing his Torah study to learn Torah, Kabbalah in a yeshiva, I think through the auspices of Chacham Shlomo HaKohen, another very great rabbi who we've mentioned about on various occasions. Now he would learn, I think for 7 years, he would learn in the yeshiva of Marrakesh, and over there he would be appointed, let's say ordained as a dayan, a Jewish judge, rendering various different Jewish law cases. And after that, he would return to, let's just say, the village in of itself, and will start working various different Torah, Jewish-related mitzvot workings in of itself. He will become a shochet, perform a kosher slaughter, and milah, brit milah, who would become a rabbi that will perform circumcision at that point in time inside the village. This is very, very much needed. All throughout Jewish history, you need a lot of great rabbis that are well capable in doing the life cycle, let's just say, mitzvot events in of itself. Now, he was a very, very great rabbi, very, very well versed in Torah, and he was ready to serve Am Yisrael, the congregation in of itself, and he would serve in the rabbinate and in the dayanate, I think in the various different village inside Morocco in of itself, which we let's explore within regards. I think the village where he was in the city Rachel Zavea. This had about 150 Jewish people, so it was a very important role, albeit not a large place in of itself, but it would be a very significant role, let's just say, to further and progress that community. There was many troubles that befell, let's just say, unfortunately, Chacham Xaviv, all throughout his life. I believe his first wife passed away at a young age, and he would get remarried, and reported over, she also passed away, and he suffered, I believe, from a serious let's just say, illness during his time, and it was reported over that he vowed that if he were to recover from his, let's just say, his illness, he would study the Torah and compose various different, let's just say, novels in Torah, writings and chidushim in Torah. And later on, he would actually write various different great Torah works in of itself, which we will explore about, especially the book, the Lekach Tov, which was on the Torah, Nevi'im and Ketuvim, the Tanakh, respectively, and various other great books in of itself, which absolutely phenomenal. And I would recommend everyone to look at it. I believe inside the book itself, he even stated that a lot of the important, let's just say, topics that he wrote came from his memory alone, because I don't think at that point in time, there was large poverty in those vicinities, and he did not have places necessarily to, let's say, source all the information. So after serving many years inside the rabbinate, he would eventually move to the great area of Casablanca. Remember, Casablanca in yesteryear had a very, very great rabbinic and Torah-oriented yeshiva and a community in of itself. And he would deal in Torah, spend most of the time at that point in time learning Torah, learning Kabbalah, Chochmat HaNistar, as they say. And he would give over various different Shurei Torah, the Torah classes and stuff. Especially this would be between the Mincha and Arvit prayer slots in the evenings. I think come what the year 1952, he would, I think he was offered a position within regards to the Chabad organization, within regards to, they were beginning to open various different Talmudei Torahs as Jewish schools inside this vicinity, inside these villages of Morocco in of itself. And so he was offered various different positions over there, which was, let's just say, a period of change at one time. He preferred, though, I think, to devote most or rest of his life within regards to really studying Torah and writing amulets, which we've mentioned about before, for those people that need a full refuah shlema and kumiyut. And I would recommend everyone to look into that. he loved, let's just say, Jewish music in itself and the Torah-related Jewish prayer melodies for tefillah. And it was really, really very much part of his life in of itself. I think on Yom Kippur we would go through all the 5 tefillot within and pray within. I believe it was a shliach tzibur, if I'm not mistaken, during this important day of Yom Kippur, which we've mentioned about before. He would. It says ביום הכיפורים היה נוהג לעבור לפני התפילה בכל 5 התפילות. גם על גלות השכינה כונן בנגינות נוגות את אמירת תיקון חצות בכל חצות לילה כפי שהעיד עליו בנו. He would get up, I believe, every single night, also at תיקון חצות, and at that point in time he would actually cry and pray and weep with regards to wanting the rebuilding of the Bet HaMikdash. Now he passed away on the Hebrew date, the 14th of Tevet, in English year 1960. This is about 65 years ago from the time of recording, and many of the great rabbis would give him a very, very important eulogy, also testifying to how great the rabbi was. I believe about a week, so I think one of the great works which included, with regards to Torah colossal works in himself, I believe included, if I'm not mistaken, there was great books in of itself. Let's just explore some of the great books that was left. The Lekach Tov, which we mentioned about before, I think that came through, was printed through his grandson, through the Or HaMa'arav HaYeshiva Sfardit. This would have been, I believe, in the year 2012. So this was actually compiled and printed 52 years after his passing. So I would recommend everyone to look into that very, very great Torah colossal work in of itself, which was a great book on the Torah, Nevi'im and Ketuvim, as we said before. Now, his father's name, as we said before, was Rabbi Yosef, and his rabbi's name was Rabbi Shlomo HaKohen. Very interesting enough. And we stated before that he would become a rabbi that would perform circumcision. He would become a shochet in of itself, and very much was a great rabbi in of his time. Rabbi Habib Elkouby Z'tl passed away. I believe the English date he passed away was the 14th of January in the English year 1960. Now, he was buried in Morocco. He was buried and was also one of the great rabbis of Casablanca. Now, friends, we are a community here. We're learning about the great rabbis of yesteryear from especially the North African countries and the Spanish regions in of itself. Please, if anyone happens to be related to any of these great chachamim we are speaking about, please send me an email. I would love to hear more. Don't forget to light candles in the great rabbi's memory. If you feel anyone else is interested in listening to these Torah biography classes, short snippets in of itself, please share the videos to others. So wishing you all a good day. Take care and be